dreamed would come together. A delicious cheesy quesadilla wrapped around a beefy burrito. The new quesarito from Taco Bell.
Believe it or not, Nikola Jokic was actually drafted during a Taco Bell commercial in the 2014 draft with the 41st pick. Yeah, it was just too late. So they were like airing a Taco Bell commercial, and that's when the future MVP got drafted. But anyways, what's up guys, it's Dinger's Daily, and today's video we're going to be talking about the career path of Nikola Jokic from second round pick and a guy who got drafted during a Taco Bell commercial to now the league's MVP and one of the best players in the league. I mean, he literally is the MVP. But yeah, we're 5 subscribers away from 300 subscribers, so it would just mean so much for me if you guys smash the subscribe button and we could get to 300 subscribers. We're like 5 subscribers away, just like I said, and the like goal for this video is 10 likes. But yeah, let's get into the video. Coming into the draft, Jokic was viewed as a skilled big man who could shoot and score with some great basketball IQ and instincts, but his weaknesses coming into the draft were defense, agility, quickness, and he has high IQ and great length according to scouts, but they said he won't get many minutes early in his career. And his long-term projection, believe it or not, was a reserve on a winning basketball team because he just can't develop the fundamentals of quickness and agility. And ultimately, the NBA scouts were proved wrong because now Jokic is the most valuable player on a winning team, not a reserve. And they also said he won't be playing 30 plus minutes or start too often for a team. And the scouts are proved wrong, especially by the jump that Jokic has got, especially playmaking. He's improved a lot in playmaking. He's a great shooter. Like, they got that part right coming into the draft, but ultimately they didn't know who Jokic would or was going to be in his NBA career. So Jokic was drafted with the 41st pick in the 2014 draft, and originally for the Nuggets he was more of like a development project for them, and he could like blossom over time and be a part of their core. So he actually didn't play the 2014 and 15 season at all, but his first ever season was the 2015 and 16 season, and he made his debut on October 28th, 2015, scoring 2 points in like 4 minutes of play with also a turnover. So, but his overall rookie season, he ended up averaging 10 points on pretty good splits for a rookie. He shot like 33% from 3, which is like a bit below league average, 50% from the field, which is good, and then he also averaged like 2 assists, so that was gonna blossom over time, and also 7 rebounds. He shot 81 for from the free throw line, so that's really good, especially for a big man. Like, his shooting percentages were always good. Of the 80 games he played, he started 55 of them, averaging around like 22 minutes per game, so he actually got a lot of playing time in his rookie season. But the thing with the team is they finished 10th in the Western Conference with a 33-49 record. So obviously the young core is going to continue to grow, him and Jamal Murray, and then eventually later now Michael Porter Jr. His sophomore season he blossomed, averaging 17 points per game, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists, so he's slowly becoming the player we all know right now. This year he played 73 games, so a drop off from his rookie year. Started in 59 of them, averaging 28 minutes. His field goal percentage went up to 58%, but his three-point percentage dipped a bit, and his free throw percentage went up by like 15 percentage points or so. But yeah, this was also Jamal Murray's rookie season. And the thing with the 2016-2017 Nuggets team was they finished 9th in the Western Conference, and Russell Westbrook hit a buzzer beater on his like first ever triple-double season, his 42nd triple-double of the year. He hit a buzzer beater to knock them out the playoffs. It was a really nice ending to that game. I love watching that game. But ultimately, the Nuggets were knocked out the playoffs, like I said. And so next year, we go to 2017 and 18, where Jokic even got better, averaging 6 assists, so another jump in assists. More points, like 19 points, 11 rebounds. He dipped in field goal percentage because now he's shooting way more. He's shooting like 50% from the field now, and now he's shooting 40% from 3, which is actually his career high. And then his free throw percentage is up to 85. So Jokic is having a career year here in 2017 and 18. But again, the Denver Nuggets do not make the playoffs as they are 9th in the Western Conference while having a pretty good record, 46-36. They normally should make the playoffs with a record like that, or potentially even sneak in, but unfortunately, they didn't make the playoffs. And 2018 and 19 was Jokic's first season of playoff basketball, and also his first season of being an All-Star. And so this season, he got even better. 20 points per game, 7 assists, 11 rebounds, 50% from the field, 31% from 3, and 82% from the line. So his stats are better, but some of the stuff is staying the same. So now we know what type of player he is, and now he's kind of turning himself into one of the better centers in the NBA. He's like known as one of the better passing centers at this point, like 7 assists per game, 6 assists per game. That's some really good stuff, especially if you're a center. And he's like now in the contention for top 5 centers, and now the Nuggets are making some noise. And in the 2018 and 19 season, his first ever, the team finishes 2nd in the whole entire Western Conference, which is amazing after finishing 9th for back-to-back years. In the first round, Jokic and the Nuggets are taking on the San Antonio Spurs, who they beat in 7 games, so they win 4-3. Next series is against the Dame and the Portland Trailblazers. This is a really good series, as eventually though the Nuggets end up losing in 7, and the Trailblazers make their way to the conference finals to ultimately get swept by the Warriors. But this is a very good game, like I said, and series in general. Rodney Hood hit that clutch 3 after it went into overtime and nobody could hit shots, but that was just a very good game overall. But the Nuggets have a very promising future with the duo of Jamal Murray as their best guard and also Nikola Jokic. At this point, they've drafted Michael Porter Jr., but because of injuries, he really hasn't had any NBA action, and that's something we're going to talk about in the 2019-2020 season, where he plays in the bubble. In the 2019-2020 season, Jokic took a slight step back, but was still the exact same player we've been seeing for the last couple years. Jokic was voted for his 2nd straight All-Star appearance, as he averaged 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists on good shooting splits, and the Nuggets were the 3 seed in the NBA playoffs in the bubble against Donovan Mitchell and the Utah Jazz. The Utah Jazz jumped out to a quick 3-1 series lead, but the Nuggets, as you know, the 3-1 gods, they came back and they went to the 2nd round to face up against Kawhi Leonard and the LA Clippers. Everything looked to be going the way the LA Clippers wanted it. They were out to a 3-1 lead, and the Nuggets came back and beat them to advance to the conference finals. This is where most of the playoff P-memes started, and the Clippers, they were down terrible. But yeah, the Nuggets, they make it to the conference finals. They played the Lakers, but they end up losing 4-1 overall in the series, and the Lakers end up obviously being the champions of that year in the bubble, and now they're actually out the first round. But that doesn't matter. Jokic, like I said, great season in a row, 2nd straight All-Star appearance. And now we're heading into the 2020-2021 season. It's starting later, obviously in December. And coming to the season, people know who the top 2 centers are most likely going to be. It's going to be Nikola Jokic, and it's going to be Joel Embiid, most likely. And it just whichever one is going to do better. And both came out hot. They were who was going to win MVP. Which center was going to do it? Is it Jokic? Is it Embiid? Both are having crazy stats, but everybody was leaning towards Embiid, I would say, for sure. But then Embiid got injured, and Jokic actually played all 72 games this season, so he played all the games, and he was healthy throughout the season. So yesterday, Jokic ended up winning the 2021 NBA MVP after having a great season while averaging 26 points, 8 assists, and 11 rebounds on 57% from the field and 39% from 3. So now he's like a pretty elite 3-point shooter, and 87 from the free throw line, so he's also doing really good in that. So obviously this is Jokic's best season. He earned, again, obviously, another All-Star appearance. So he's been doing amazing so far, and he obviously won the MVP. So this is the story of his career. Coming into the career, he was probably a guy who could shoot well off the bench, a role player, a good center, but he could develop. He was more of a development project. He didn't play his first year, and then he's progressed ever so slightly got better throughout the year, starting out his first year with 10 points, now averaging 26 points and 8 assists. He went from the guy drafted during a Taco Bell commercial to now the 2021 NBA MVP. And at 17 years old, he was 300 pounds, couldn't do a single push-up, and now he's the NBA MVP. Talk about an inspiring story, folks. Nikola Jokic, what a great story, from second round pick to NBA MVP, however you want to put it. He's just phenomenal. But that's it for this video, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe and hit that like button. Again, we're 5 subscribers away from 300 subscribers, so that would just be really nice if we could get that very soon. Probably by the end of the second round is what I want. Again, leave a like. Our like goal is 10 likes on this video. And finally, all our social medias are in the description at allmylinks.com/dingersdaily. But again, that link is also in the description. Have a great day. Shout out Nikola Jokic, the Joker. Bye, everybody.